Here is a drawing, a charcoal drawing on paper, a two-dimensional image. Sometimes when photographing my art, I do my best to take a photograph of an image straight on with no angles, because the slightest angle will distort the image that I painted. However, presenting that one image to a viewer is not entirely honest, because even two-dimensional works of art are viewed from many angles. How many times do we stand in front of a work of art, face on, and stare? We need to walk up to it, to move up to it from some direction, and move away from it from some direction. I noticed recently when photographing one of my drawings, a charcoal drawing of a face with a black background, which I find very soothing. I noticed that the slightest angle created a different look. I remember when others notice things in my art, shapes, lines. What is more pleasing for this one is not necessarily more pleasing for another. So I decided to take this one drawing and start with an image of it face on, and then take more photos at different angles, moving slightly, ever so slightly, around in a circle, sunwise, going around, going out, moving outward, moving inward, around the image, so that the face is distorted from its straight on view. But what is the right perspective? Is there a right perspective? Can a two-dimensional work of art still be valid and enjoyable and meaningful when viewed at a different angle? Maybe one particular angle feels best to somebody, and yet someone else will feel best when viewing the work of art at the opposite angle. It will look more pleasing with certain lines protruding in certain directions, certain shapes changing. Will the eyes look bigger from one direction? Will the mouth look smaller? Will the mouth look bigger? Will the head be wider on top in one direction or wider at the bottom in others? What do we find most pleasing as a culture when looking at images of cartoons? The heads usually are much larger and the eyes are much larger than the proportions of a human face. Is that what we find most pleasing? Looking back at this drawing in charcoal on paper, What do you find most pleasing? What angle looks best to you? Is it all about perspective, not of the intention of the straight on image, but of how you, as an individual, whoever you are, choose to see it? How does it feel best to you? That is the question.